Jeff,
Yes?
are you on your phone?
No.
You're not. Because
Nope.
you know what today is, right?
Friday?
That's
Wait.
right. It's second pour. Paki, paki, paki.
And we're gonna review Very Old Barton.
But for these people, we'll drink anything
That's right. So Very Old Barton review.
right after this. Welcome to Second Pour. I am Zane.
And I'm Jeff.
And I'm still me.
And I'm still me.
And we're trying to work this up, so I'm so excited.
Because today we're gonna have a very old whiskey.
It's Very Old Barton. How old is Very Old Barton?
Very old.
Very old.
Okay, so this is 86 proof, 43% alcohol. It's mash bill undisclosed. Supposedly, it's a 6-year-old bourbon. It's owned by Sazerac, who produces it at Barton. These are the same guys that are producing the early times in the same distillery. And it generally runs $15 to $20.
Now, it wasn't terrible if you happen to see our original episode air, where we were just discussing bottom shelf whiskeys. I will say this much. It's nuanced. Bless its heart.
Well, I say we do what we normally do.
We nose it, then we tell you what
Taste
they
it.
say
Yeah.
it's supposed to nose. Then we taste it, and then they tell us what, and blah, blah, blah.
So, nose it?
Nose it.
Let's nose it. Yes?
There's not a lot to nose.
No.
You know what I mean?
Vanilla, caramel, oak. Oak, caramel, vanilla.
It feels like it's very undisclosed.
You think? Now, I will say,
Alcohol?
I am getting one other corn.
Oh. Well, if it's a
But if it's a bourbon,
bourbon, it's got to have how much corn?
at least 51%.
That's because Travis Tritt knows.
Yeah, he doesn't know. He knows his bourbon.
He knows his bourbon.
I mean, it's not bad.
Actually, we're on it a little too early. It's not bad.
It's not bad. This is a bottom shelf whiskey. It's cheap. We can't expect,
Yeah. It's
smoke wagon out of this.
No. All right. So what are we supposed to be getting on it? Because all I'm getting, honestly, is the token oak and caramel.
Vanilla.
I am getting that dusty flavor we talk about sometimes that we get.
The dusty oak that you get.
Yeah.
Kind of like the sawmill dust.
Yes.
Okay.
I get a
see
little bit of that, but
yeah.
it definitely has that sweetened.
It's sweet. I think this is the corn.
Yeah.
All right. They say the nose on this is caramel, corn, vanilla, oak.
Yes, and that's why we are experts.
Now here's the deal. It's bottom shelf whiskey.
It's gonna all smell like
You
that.
don't have a lot of money.
No.
You need a whiskey. You don't have a lot of money. You see this sitting on the shelf. It's 15, 20 bucks.
Yeah.
You're at least getting something that is bourbon at its classic.
Yeah, no, and that is true. I mean, if we're trying to compare this in different price points,
And where it's at.
that's bad. But where it's at,
15, 20 bucks. I mean, think about this against like Evan Williams, Bottle and Bond.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, the Bottle and Bond's a little spicier, but where does that fall?
I say this. I say we go ahead and jump to the tasting aspect.
Oh, you want to taste it?
I think we should.
Haven't we tasted this already this week?
Yes, we did.
Let's do it again. It feels very watery right up front.
Oh, of course.
But then there's a little bit of heat on the back side of that. Just a little bit. And this is a neat pour, and we found this week that maybe putting this in ice wasn't the best choice.
No, it does make it more spicy.
It is spicier, but this seems to be more balanced outside of that.
Like, I'll be honest, this isn't a bad whiskey.
I think what we've talked about, if you pour this in a decanter, people will think this is not top shelf, but mid-range whiskey.
Yeah, I think they would.
I think we tend to get fooled by twisty tops and price tags, but it is very old. Did I mention this is very old?
It is very old. I mean,
Very old.
Think about this, and just to put this into perspective. How long could you not drink something, to go for 6 years before you crack it up and open it?
That's
and
true.
age it or whatever. So, I mean, somebody's doing that to make this product.
Now, I wonder if this is the 1796 start.
I wonder too.
You know what I mean?
If it's because I see it's out of the old Ezra bloodline, right?
This is out of the Barton bloodline. So their biggest line, I think, is the 1792.
1792.
1792. So I suspect that maybe this is the starter mash bill for 1792. Like, it's all undisclosed, so we're just kind of. I don't feel like the rye is very high on this.
I mean, I got front forward spice.
Yeah, but I think it's the standard front forward spice. I don't think it's like
more
high
the
rise.
Alcohol content than it is anything else.
I think it's some of the tannin coming through from the oak that's giving it kind of that kick. I don't get a hug on this.
Oh, zero.
It's like.
I will tell you this much: is I feel like if a new bourbon drinker was presented with this without talking price, and somebody who genuinely already likes bourbons, but they're not into it too deep, this would be a good choice.
Well, let's see what they say the palate should be.
All right, let's do it.
Palate: brown sugar, vanilla, cinnamon.
Brown sugar.
It's there.
Vanilla. Almost all bourbons have a little.
Yeah, and the cinnamon usually is on the. That's the spice, maybe. But.
Did you get cinnamon? I didn't get cinnamon.
Not heavily. If there is, I feel more clovish /
I thought more clove.
Yeah.
I'd go that too.
Very tannic. A lot of tannins.
I don't hate this at all.
I could drink this.
And at the price point,
You're not breaking the bank.
I think that's actually a decent whiskey for its price.
It is very old. Do you know this is very old?
I don't know. I hoped that it would be.
Wait. We've missed the most. It's crafted.
There it is.
It's crafted and it's very old.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that today we are having a crafted,
very
old bourbon.
Wait, that's right. Very old. Want to talk about the finish?
It's pretty quick.
All right, the finish they say is tannic, oak, and clove. So there's the clove.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, maybe we're getting confused with the palate with the finish.
Potentially.
Because it's so fast.
The palate's even quick, and so is the finish. They kind of, to be honest, the whole damn bottle's fast.
There's nothing that really lingers.
This
even
is the
in memory.
Vin Diesel.
Oh, stop
of whiskey. It is so fast and furious.
I see where you're going.
You see what I'm going with that?
That was clever.
Family.
You drink this when you want to make a lot of family. Because you'll make some bad
You're going to have to
decisions.
drink the whole bottle if you're going to do that. All right, I say we got to rate this thing.
The caveat is based on the price point, right?
$15 to $20.
All right. Now, explain to us our rating system.
Our rating system starts with a 1 finger,
Which
means it's okay.
Yeah.
Or a 2 finger, or a 3. When we're getting to the 4 and 5s,
It's special.
I mean, we might write this one pretty high today.
We sure might.
Well, we might not.
I don't mind saying that the price point is where my scale goes. All
Okay.
right?
Yeah, for sure.
So when I'm saying this,
You're saying in the fact this is the $15 to $20-ish.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So for in that price point, I would say fairly it's 2.5.
Ooh.
2.5. I think it's for the money. It's not bad. It's good. I think there's a lot you can do with it. If you're a mixed drink guy, you could even mixed drink this one.
Yeah.
Like neat, and you're on this massive budget, you're gonna have something that you could sip, you can enjoy it,
And you're not breaking the bank.
and you're not breaking the bank. So I think it's got a lot of value.
I think the value goes up if you pour this in a decanter.
Well, of course.
Then the value is even higher. I give it a 2.
Yeah, okay.
I'm there with you pretty much. I think it's a good, basic, bottom shelf whiskey.
The question I have, and this is the question, it's like to everyone, you, is do we have in our repertoire of anything, do we have something that's a budget whiskey, bottom shelf whiskey, that we call the 5-finger budget whiskey?
If I was,
You see, that's something that I feel like we need to talk about.
We probably need to do a 5-finger. Well, what is our 5-finger budget whiskeys? We need to do that maybe in the future. I know there's some whiskeys I could throw out there right now that I wouldn't say is bottom shelf, but their price range is about the same.
Yeah.
That I would say is not a 5.
Right.
But if it was just based on those whiskeys, it would be the 5.
It would be the 5.
It would be the 5.
Yeah. So
I think there is, and I think this. I don't really feel like this is a contender for that.
I don't think so either. I think it's in the middle, even at the budget.
Yeah, I think so. So I mean, I think the 2.5 that we're giving it is a fair. It's a value whiskey. The budget is right. It's not bad.
No, and again, it's not something that if I came over and you poured this up and you said, "Hey, how's some Old Barton?" I wouldn't be like, "Meh."
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Okay."
And then he'd be like, "All right, I'm gonna go to the cabin. I'll be right back." So what about you? Have you had?
What did I do? Did I make you mad?
They do that all the time.
I'm sorry.
If you've had Very Old Barton, like they also have an 80 proof and a few others, let us know what you think about it. Have you had the 86? Since it's so hard to find outside of Kentucky.
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
In the comments below. And also, comment on our Facebook page, which you'll see the link right here, because I'm on that page.
All the time.
Like, all the time.
Yeah, don't let him fool you. He's on it all the time. But he will be.
Yeah.
But also, be sure to catch us on Wednesdays where we do
our regular
whiskey pop.
Whiskey pop episodes, because we're going to have something else for them for next week.
And then Fridays we do our second pour again, which won't be a bottom shelf whiskey. I promise.
He promises.
I promise.
Air quotes.
So in the meantime, you guys continue to be cool this week. Drink safe. Drink with some friends. Pour yourself some Very Old Barton.
Cheers.